So this is something I kind of wanted to talk about. The situation with the United Healthcare CEO is one that I actually find to be an absolutely fascinating moral conundrum. Um, I don't think there's a good answer to this one, honestly. So, murdering people in the street's bad, right? Okay, but it sounds like there's pretty good evidence that this guy was probably at the head of a program of generally denying people healthcare benefits, resulting in probably some of their deaths. So that's really bad too. And it's interesting because it's kind of like man, does anyone remember that movie Air Force One, where the terrorist is telling the president's daughter about how the president has how the president had bombed, thousands and thousands had died because of the bombings that he had ordered, but it's okay because he does it in a suit and tie with a telephone call and a smart bomb. And like, it's kind of the same situation. Like, so just because he does it in a suit and a tie and the stroke of a pen, okay, but then at the same time, murdering people in the streets is bad. So how do you, and I get that you also can't make the argument of, well, use the legal system. Don't resort to violence because, you work within the system, because we all know that the cost of fighting some of this stuff is something that only people like this CEO can afford. So, like, I don't think there's a good answer. The whole situation, there is no good out of the situation, right? Someone got murdered. That's bad. Somebody died because of decisions made by this healthcare CEO trying to save a buck for his bonus. That's bad. Like, man, there's a huge moral conundrum here. Um, like, what do we do? I mean, the only way that you can really address this is to, I don't know, change the laws as far as, like, what are the actual criteria that health care companies are held to. But once you start going down that road, what about Boeing, right? What about those accidents? They weren't, I mean, call them accidents all you want, but those incidents with the two 737 Maxes that crashed as a direct result of decisions made by, the Boeing corporation, board of directors, whatever you call it. Those people should be just as culpable as this CEO, maybe even more, to be honest. Like, where does it, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think if you see this video, because, like, I don't like the idea of violence being used in the street, because I feel like the whole point of our system is not to engage in violence. And once you engage in violence, you become the mob, and that is bad. And the system effectively can't work. But then at the same time, how do you address the grievance for something like this, where you have a leader of a company that's making decisions that are life and death decisions, and they're making those decisions for profit? Like, I don't know. This one really has my brain in a knot. So I wanted to say something about it. Again, I don't think it was good that the CEO was murdered. And I also do not think it was good that that a healthcare company can make, life and death decisions like that after people have paid into the insurance, and then the moment they need it, oh, we're not going to cover that. We're not going to cover that cancer treatment. That's too expensive. You know, who decides, right? Like, anyway, let me know what you guys think if you see this video. Tell me mental conundrum. Or maybe you just totally agree. Maybe you just totally agree with what happened, or maybe you totally think that it was wrong, and you know, we should be outraged over it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.